everybody! Welcome to my channel, Miss Criticizer 2021. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all had a good weekend. Now, our week is fulfilled because you know what? Our favorite reality show is back. Young, famous, and African. Now, even though most of the cast, they're not even young, but you know what? I think they should revamp this show to Love and Hip Hop Africa, because that's what it's been giving, honey. It's no longer like season 1. So if you guys want to stay tuned to this recap of episode 1, please stay tuned. But before I go into it, have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you hit the notification bell so that your girl stays reminded? I stay on your mind, honey, so that you don't forget me, because I am coming with frequent news. Yes, honey. So, let me not hold you up any further. Now, before I want to get to the show, yeah, because it's my first time reviewing it, I have a couple of comments that I just want to get off my chest. And I had to note it down, yeah? I have a few questions. Now, the first question is, Nadia and Kaylee, why are they back for season 3? I'm sorry. Why are they back? Why are those two back? They could have just stayed back. Seriously, they didn't have to come back. Hell, even I miss Kanye. I miss Kanye, but I understand she lives in Dubai now, so she's not back. I don't see any reason for Kaylee and for Nadia to be back. It's not even like they've served anything the previous seasons. Kaylee has been in that situationship with DJ Naked for so many years, and she's always attached to that man. I don't see anything else that she's contributing to the show other than being a friend. That's it. She shouldn't even be main cast. Then we have Nadia Nakai too. Girl, seriously, upon the snippet that I've seen that this season she's coming hot and heavy. I guess it took her all this time. But Nadia Nakai, girl, you please. Because we're not even seeing your private life. What the hell is going on with your life? Nadia Nakai, both of them didn't have to come back. Now, DJ Naked really made himself the therapist. He has now taken over from Andile. He's now the season's therapist. Everybody comes to him for consultation, I guess. He still thinks that this is Metro FM. Those days when I've been listening to him and this man was just on the radio giving relationship advice. The best one that he ever said is that you have to drop the D and get a degree, honey, because some of those girls were calling at the radio station. Hey, naked. Now, Annie. I asked myself, why is Annie also back? Even though Annie is, to me, the most interesting person in this cast, on this show. Because her life, her drama, has revolved around this show. But I'm thinking about her mental health. Because, Annie, girl, you're going through something. And I've been noticing this since season 1. But I didn't want to say it to you. And I'm not going to go further than that. But all I just have to say is Annie needs help. She needs help because she's clearly going through something. And I hope her support system is very strong. And we're not talking about prayers. Nope. We need help. Yeah? It's not like, oh, we'll pray for you, No. Now, what the situation is between her and her husband, that's between them. Yeah? I'm not going to judge it. Like I said, she has love for that man. She grew up with that man. That's the thing with Annie. And to be honest, one thing about Annie that I've noticed on this show is that Annie has been so interesting on this show. Like what she's giving, whether it's acting or not, has been the realest thing that I've ever seen. It's far better than all the movies that I've seen of her. Because let me be honest, Annie is not a good actress. All the films that I've watched from Annie, she was a terrible actress. Terrible. But she is giving in Young, Famous, and African. Seriously, she's giving. The people that I've wished to see, I want to see certain people on this show, yeah. I want to see, so we have Fantana. Fantana is a Ghana girl. Ghana girls representing. I'm a Ghana girl. I wish I would have seen Haja for real from Ghana. Haja for real, I wish I would have seen her because she, to her whole life, revolves around drama. She was alleged for being arrested. Was it for fraud or a powder dealer that she was caught at the airport? Something like that, I forgot. Now that she's released, at least they would have gossiped about her and delved deep into her storyline. I'm just being honest. We have to lay it out there. I wish we would have seen Huda from Kenya. Huda was many years ago on Big Brother. I wish Big Brother Africa. She's a Kenyan girl, socialite, also has a couple of her dealings and all that. That's who I wish. I want to see that person. I wish I would have seen Pokelo too. Pokelo was also on Big Brother Africa. Even though she keeps to herself, she's quite low-key. But I'm interested to see her. I also wish to see Nohle Tema from South Africa many years ago. Now, for some of you that know her, you know her, even though she's old now, but she was the it girl back then. And I want to see a bit more drama in regards to her. So I want to see people like her. I even wish to see Bobrisky. Yes, so I want to see some type of people. Like, you could have replaced some people in this current cast. So these are things that I just want to get off my chest. When it comes to young, famous in Africa, I have so many things to say, but I'll probably save it for the next episodes, yeah? So the way I'm going to do this video is, you know, I don't want it to be all over the place, so I'm going over everybody's storyline. Yeah, and of course the person that I have to start first is Annie, because hey, this episode has been mainly about her. I'm not going to lie. So I'm first going to talk about Annie, then I'll talk about the rest, yeah? So we know that the show opened and we saw Annie coming out of the private jet. Annie said that she's been invited to Zari's wedding. And I said, what? Zari's getting married? And Annie and I were both like, oh, Zari invited Annie. I thought those two were not friends. Why did she invite her? Even I was shocked. But hey, I guess Zari wants to be the bigger person. So we get to the wedding venue where Annie arrives. All the other castmates, they're sitting there, they're enjoying. People like Swanky, Kaylee, you name it, everybody, Nadia Nakai. They were sitting there, and the moment Annie walked in, it felt like there was a dark cloud that came in. Everybody was awkwardly silent, especially Nadia Nakai. And of course she greeted Swanky, and of course Swanky greeted her back. And I thought things were okay between them, because we know that last season they had a fallout. So I thought everything was okay. And then Annie said, you see, I'm the bigger person. Imagine, I walk into the room, I still hug Swanky, but Swanky didn't do that to me last season. And I don't even know what happened between Swanky and I thought everything was okay. And then until we got back to Nigeria, hey, the food and the beef is still going on. I said, what? So you guys did not fully resolve this? Let Swanky know, because Swanky's out here hugging you, thinking that everything is okay. But you know what? I guess Scorpios, when they have beef with you, they have beef with you forever.
A girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
Yes. Scorpios, they hold grudges. Ay, ay, ay. Now, at the wedding, Annie also had an issue with another person. And who is it? None other than Nadia Nakai. And Annie took it upon herself to confront Nadia. Yeah? She did not even tell Nadia that, you know what, I would like to discuss something with you, but after this wedding. Just so you know, yeah? Let me know whenever you have time. No! Annie went straight into it. Annie said, so I saw that you were telling other people that you and I were not friends. I didn't know you and we had an issue. Like, why would you say this about me? Like, you and we were okay, we were buddies. Like, if you have an issue with me, why didn't you tell me to my face? And of course, Nadia said, listen, girl, this is not the place. We're at a wedding, boo. So I'm saving that part for later. Yeah, they had a bit of back and forth, but that's it. It didn't go anywhere. I'm going to save what I'm going to tell you about it later, because those two ladies are going to meet up, and that's at the end of the episode. So while we were at the wedding, Zari's wedding, her lovely wedding, of course, Annie had to throw a couple of shades. Annie is glad that she inspired Zari for the wonderful wedding venue where her and Two-Face renewed their vows, because it's the same wedding venue, same setup. And I'm like, girl, is it you or is it me? Because I don't see the same wedding venue. So how is that possible? But she said, you know what? Yeah, I'm just glad I inspired it. And then the second shade. She said that oh, Zari and the guy, she hopes that it's true, that everything is okay between them, because I mean, Zari is marrying a younger guy, and Zari comes with the baggage of being Diamond Platinum's baby mama, ex-wife, and all those stuff. So is he prepared for it? Basically judging Zari. And I'm like, Annie, it's not everybody that wants to be in the same situation as you. You stuck with one man for the rest of your life. And there's nothing wrong with it, but you stuck with a man that, listen, the man has cheated on you. The man has done you dirty 1,000 times. And you've made so many excuses for him. He's still your king. He's still your king. You knew he had children. You didn't have children. You still stuck with that man. You still stuck with him when he had multiple kids on you. So what the hell is Zari doing wrong? Even the guy is just 33. Zari is 42. She's probably 10 years older. The guy, at least, he accepted her for who she was. But you think that because you decided to stay in the cage, that other women are not willing to do what they want to do. So you just decide to be there. Come on. Even though I don't like Zari, but how the hell are you going to judge her when your situation is not even perfect, honey? At least she has a guy that worships her. And I'm not trying to judge Two-Face and Annie. Like I said, I've known them for years. I really wished and I was praying that Two-Face has changed. But again, a leopard never changes his stripes. Yeah, it's hard for her to leave. It's only up to Two-Face to dump her. That's the only way that she'll ever leave. Because she's not going to leave that relationship. She's not going to leave that marriage. The man is part of her. He's her soulmate. Let's get to Louise's point of view. Yeah, Louise is back. I think he's back now for his second season. And Louise, I have a bit of a soft spot for him, even though it's a love-hate relationship. But the guy has issues, and he has to resolve his own issues. He needs therapy, you know, because I think he was from the Jehovah's Witness, and then his family basically disowned him when he was caught having sex on TV on Big Brother Africa. He was on that long time ago. So when Louise was at the wedding, we saw the officiator. Curvy lady, juicy, and I'm like, that woman, she looks quite familiar to me. She looks very, very familiar to me. And then they said, oh, that's Louise Sugar Mommy. I said, what? So when I checked her, the lady closer, I said, is that not the owner of Miss Universe Zimbabwe? I forgot her name. She's an influential woman, very rich, very wealthy, very curvy, very demure, very sophisticated, very flexible, very sweet, very juicy, very glowy. Hey, very endowed, very successful, very entrepreneurial. And you name it. Yes, accolades, full with accolades. And I said, oh, so no wonder I saw Louis was the judge at Miss Zimbabwe. He was the judge of this year. I said, hey, I saw Louis when I was watching Miss Zimbabwe. I said, oh, okay, Louis, I picked your game. That woman was also married to that other guy. I forgot. He was a popular and a very rich guy in Zimbabwe. I forgot. So the woman is very rich. I said, oh, Louis, okay, I peep your game. I peep your game. So, with Louis, it's not really that much. His storyline was not really that much in this episode. He just congratulated the groom and the bride and said a Namibian tradition, yeah? So then the next one is Swanky. Swanky too, there's not really a lot about him. You know, of course, he's just using this show to flex his fashion. He said, I'm coming in multiple fashion outfits. Last season, he went to a basketball match. He didn't even wear any joggers or any free thing. He still came in a kaftan and anything. I said, dude, Swanky is not serious, you know. Swanky wants to call himself the queen. And yeah, there's not much about Swanky, so I'll probably save him for the next episode. Then we have our Fantana, Kevy Gyal, sexy Gyal, juicy Gyal, big endowed Gyal, man, bubbling up, round and round, my Ghana Gyal, man. Fantana is back. I'm shocked to see Fantana back. I thought she would just do one season. But I hope her storyline is not only going to be about Diamond. Fantana, we need to see your music. We need to see your businesses. We need to see something behind the scenes. You cannot let your storyline be about Diamond Platinums. Because, girl, you were looking like a fool last season for Diamond Platinums. You let that man hit it. Eh? You thought that he would promise you a song, produce a song for you, or feature him on his song? Because I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. Do you guys have a duet? Eh? You slept with the guy and no duet. Nothing. Because now, when she was talking to somebody, was she talking to Nadia Nakai or something like that at the opening of the scene? She said that she's been hearing rumors, well, not really rumors because it's really out there and open, that Diamond Platnumz is dating his artist, Suchu. We know Suchu, popular artist in Tanzania, female artist. And they are out there openly displaying. He's claiming her in public. And you were not even claimed. And I know she's going to say, you know what, I know we're not really in a relationship and it's okay and all that. But girl, it should be transactional. Even though you know that you're not in a relationship with that guy, you're cool with it. At least couldn't you benefit from a bloody feature? What is your purpose in getting into it? Because it cannot only be sex. Hey, hey. So I just hope Fantana is not going to look stupid this season, because you had issues with Zari last season and you guys were arguing about this man. Even you, Zari, too, you should be ashamed. So Fantana, just like Annie, is also shocked that she was invited to Zari's wedding. She's like, how the hell am I invited after what we went through? Fantana, of course, she attended the wedding, and Zari is so petty. She put Fantana and Diamond seat all the way at the end. But Fantana, of course, she kept her cool. She's like, listen, no drama this time, yeah? So then the last scene with Fantana, she meets up with Annie. Yes, Annie. Her story doesn't end. Annie, I thought they'll just meet up. They'll talk about things, how life went with this. Annie just used this session to just trash talk the hell out of Swanky. I said, Annie, you're holding grudges. Don't you know that these people are going to go back to tell him what you said? And it's not the first time you're doing this, Annie. You did this with Bonang. Annie took the time to slander. She took the time to slander Swanky. Hey, she didn't hold back. She said, who the hell is he? Who the hell does he think he is? She said he cannot show his face in Lagos. People are after him because of the shit that he was talking about me. That even my kids got involved. And my kids even said, oh my God, how could Uncle Swanky do this to mommy? And all that stuff. And I cannot believe he did that to me even. Even in fact, he's nothing when it comes to my husband. My husband is his boss. My husband is his king. Yes, my husband is the dog boy. Yes, he's the king. Swanky is nothing. Swanky is just a small boy. He's just 15 years old. My husband is his God. I said, gosh, Annie, you need help. If you have to still be in the shadow of your husband, do you have an identity of your own? What are you known for? So for the rest of your life, you're just born in this life to just be your husband's, what? You'll be your husband. And there's nothing wrong with admiring your husband. There's nothing wrong with showing love to your husband. That's why he's your husband. But damn, haven't they learned the lesson that a man should love the woman more than a woman should love the man? A man should overpraise his woman more than the other way around. Like, well, what is you doing? Oh my God, she really took the time to slander Swanky. I said so, Swanky. If you're watching this now, forget about that relationship. You guys don't have a relationship. Seriously. She still doesn't rate you. And I'll probably see that in the next episodes. Now, the last scene. Okay, so now the other scene that I want to talk about is a new cast member. Yeah, she's beautiful. Her name is Kefilwe. She's so stunning. She's so beautiful. I guess, I don't really know what she's doing, but she looks a bit like, is she an actress, a socialite? She's basically well put together, best dressed, and of course she's coming in the cast through Swanky. Swanky always brings people to this show. Swanky always brings people to this show, and he brought her to Zari's wedding. And I said, oh, okay, so you brought her to Zari's wedding, okay. Anyway, so of course she's laying out her CV. She has a beautiful body now. I'm not sure if it's real or not. But I'll just get straight to her. We'll see more about her during the show. And also she put, this is the episode that I wanted to say, she put something together with Nadia Nakai and Annie. Yeah, and I guess this is producer's production, because first she spoke to Nadia Nakai, and Nadia Nakai had nothing good to say about Annie to her. So of course Kefilwe is like, okay, you know what, I'm going to meet up with Annie, get to know her. And then now all of a sudden, I thought that was going to be an individual meeting. Then she brought both of them. And I'm like, Kefilwe, maybe it's the producers that told you to do it. Because what was the essence of this? You should have known them individually. You know they don't get along. Now, let me get to this Nadia situation and all that, yeah? Whew. So, this is the continuation. Annie asked her, I thought you and we were cool. What the hell is the issue? So you really had the audacity to slander me, and you picked side with what's his name? With what's his name again? Swanky and all that. And Nadia told her straight to her face, listen, you and we were never friends, honey. You're not my friend. You're a weirdo. You were this, you were that. Insult, hurling, you know, and then both of them were insulting each other in which, this, that. They were just going back and forth. And my thing on this thing, on both of them, yeah, is that Nadia, I kind of know where Annie is coming from, because you were acting a bit fake. Let's just be honest. Annie has her issues. That one I call her out with, but you never made it known to her. Annie never told you to pick sides. But on show, even I remember when I watched that episode, and then Nadia just said out of nowhere that, you know what, to be honest, I was only friends with Annie because of Swanky Jerry. I only tolerated her because of Swanky, but now that they have a fallout, at least now I can feel free not to be her friend anymore. That's how it sounded to me. And I understand that there's a difference between being friendly with somebody and being real friends. It's not everybody you call your friend. Understandably so. But Annie didn't do anything personal to you. That's the thing. Yeah, unless maybe you just never liked Annie in the beginning and you were just using that as an excuse to just say deuces to her. That's just how I see it. Like, I don't care. My friend can be friends with somebody else, even if they have a fallout with the other person. If the other person didn't do anything to me, I can be cordial. Now, we don't need to be best friends, but we need to be cordial. I'm just thinking like, Nadia, are you looking for an excuse to dislike her? Because what else is your storyline? I hope your storyline this season is not going to be bullying Annie. Seriously. Because what else? I'm just asking myself, Nadia, what else is there? And I know y'all are going to say, why do I dislike Nadia so much? I dragged her when I watched South African Music Awards. My thing is that Nadia's music career, where did it go to? Where did Nadia's music career go to? She was only known for dating, and look, I'm not judging anybody, yeah? She was known for dating this rapper, this rapper, this rapper. She still went with AKA, okay, I cannot judge it. It's true love between them. Who am I to say it? But what else is your storyline? So Nadia, listen, I'm not feeling you on this. Even though, yes, Annie is toxic. Annie, when it comes to friendship, I'm not going to lie, she's toxic, but I can be objective and I can call her out when she's wrong or when she's right. And you're just looking for an excuse. Come on, man, you're looking so pathetic. This is now turning into Love and Hip Hop. So then the last part is that Kefilwe was shocked. She's like, what is this? And I said, Kefilwe, what did you expect? Your friend trash-talked Annie. What the hell did you think was going to happen? Now the last part is Zari slash Diamond slash her husband, yeah. And Zari, she got married to her handsome Ugandan businessman husband. He's 32, I think. They looked good together. He's a nice chocolate man. Oh my god, lovely. They're a good couple, and I hope it lies between them because they look good together. And Zari, please, advice. I hope you won't be talking about Diamond again, because every man that's with you, I just fear for you. It's like you feel you have some kind of ownership of Diamond. Look at how you were arguing with Fantana. Please, I don't want to see that again. Focus on your current husband, and that should be your focus. Don't be petty, because when Naked went to visit Diamond, Diamond said, I was not even invited. And then she cussed me out on social media. So why the hell should I go? So Zari, please, and also the husband, the new husband, why the hell are you asking Naked about the relationship on your wedding day, the relationship she has with Diamond? This is not the time and the place. I understand your question should be valid, but maybe this is something you should discuss directly with Zari and put boundaries on it, yeah, before you marry her. Because nobody wants to feel like a second choice. I know they have kids together, they co-parent, but that should be where the boundary ends. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. Guys, tell me what you think about this episode. Hey! Episode 2. If you want to watch episode 2, let me know. Let me know, yeah? Yeah. Tell me about it. But I want to see new cast members. Seriously, I don't want to see a deja vu moment. I am tired. And Annie, please, you need help. I love you, Annie. I have a soft spot for you, but you need help, yeah? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Bye!